Hi Doug, this is much easier to just do a video instead of trying to type everything out. First of all, this is a regulator here that I bought. I don't know, I thought it was in a Zuzu or whatever. I made the mistake of buying this one, and see how these come out too like that. You definitely don't want something like that. This is the other one that I screwed up. The big key thing is you want the ones that go in a V that come out like that in my, like this way and this way in my picture. But the big thing for this is this piece right here. On my other one I used my own pulleys, which this is the old one that I just pulled out of the driver's side. And so I still used this in this one. But the big thing here is you can't get their crappy pulleys off of there without breaking. So if you take apart this, then you can use this piece. The actual pulley part is not important, but this here is actually really important. So what happens is this goes into this little slot right there and helps keep this thing over here tight. So you can just cut these and run it through your pulley system, but then what happens is if you roll your window up or down and you still have your finger on the button, but the window reaches its maximum capacity, then what happens is the wire continues to go out and unwind and it gets all screwed up. So I wouldn't recommend taking that off like I did with, so this is another one. I did it with this first one and tried it and it just didn't work. So what you want to do is you want to salvage these pieces. So what I did with mine was I cut this at an angle and I mounted this actually up inside of here, cut that off and used my own pulley, and then had it going from either way, either direction in there, and then just junked the other one. Like I said, I'll do a video on the whole thing this weekend, but I know you said you were doing yours this weekend and just wanted to give you a little bit of pointers. This is really important to keep. I do not recommend not using this because that's what keeps it completely tight and keeps it to where the motor is not moving around. As far as where that's my Opel. As far as where I mounted it, there's really, because of the angle of it, there's really not a lot of places where you can mount it because of the cables are really tight and short, and you want them to be tight. So you can see here, actually you can see a bunch of my little test holes that I originally started. So this is where I actually ended up mounting it, right here and here. Use the old screws from the window regulator there, and these are my wires that I haven't wired up yet, only because I don't know exactly where I'm going to put the switch. I've got the window in there so it's hard to see where it is, but I'd have to hook up the battery charger to roll the windows down, so that you could see where I mount it. Actually, I could do that real quick. Hold on. I'm not an expert at this videotaping stuff here, so okay. So there's one of my pulleys that I actually had to put a screw in through here because it wanted to keep shifting with the weight or the pressure of it. Wrong way. Hold on. Sorry about all the moving around. So let's see. Okay. And this is where I mounted, I can't really see, the window, the regulator. It fits in there just fine. It doesn't scratch or have any difficulty. And this comes up and down, the window comes in and everything is just fine. So hope that helps.